Hey YouTube, welcome to another edition of the Nurse Lounge. And in this edition, we are going to kind of move away from nursing a little bit and do something a little bit fun for me, and it is beauty. So we're gonna do the best of beauty of 2018 for me. So some of these items were not new in 2018, but these were my go-to items that I used pretty much every day or very frequently throughout the year, and some of my favorite items that I just happen to enjoy. These are considered to be high end just because they were not purchased at the department store or drugstore. So these are the high end edition of Best of Beauty 2018. I will come up and do a drugstore edition in the next few days. So we're gonna jump right in and we're gonna go in the order in which I usually apply my makeup, but we're gonna start with skincare first. All right, so first, when I wash my face, I use this Boscia detoxifying black cleanser. And I have oily skin, so I am prone to breakouts, especially hormonal acne. And so I love this because this kind of keeps my acne at bay. Next, I use my toner, which you can see it's almost empty. It is the Origins Zero Oil Pore Purifying Toner with soft pimento and mint. I use this after I wash my face. I just put it on a cotton swab or cotton round, and I kind of just go ahead and wipe my face with this so that it can take off all those impurities, the extra dirt and excess oil that I may have after washing my face. After I use that, then I use this xoxo Truth Serum. Now this is like your little small deluxe sample. This costs $20 for the small one, so I usually have a bigger one, but you can see I've used half of this already. I don't know if you can see it. The larger one, there's one that's $48 that I will get next, but I usually use this one as my travel. I like this Truth Serum. You really want something that has vitamin C, which is really good for your skin, so get you something like this. After I do that, then I typically apply my moisturizer. And I use the Dr. Andrew Will for Origins Mega Bright SPF 30 Skin Tone Correcting Oil-Free Moisturizer Broad Spectrum SPF 30. So I use this after I do my serum. As you can see, I don't know if you can't see it, it's white, but I use this. This is probably about my fourth jar of this. I use this all the time. It's about $51, $56 at Sephora, but I really do like this because it is oil-free and I do have oily skin, so I want something that is going to give me what I need, help correct with skin tone and unevenness, as well as already have my SPF in it. We all need SPF, so I want to make sure that you all know we all need SPF, not just certain people, but all people need SPF. So either make sure that your moisturizer has it, that you apply extra SPF, or that your foundation, if you're wearing foundation that day, has SPF in it, because you need that. When it comes to skincare, like mask and things like that, I like this Glam Glow Insta Mud 60-second pore refining treatment. And I use this probably once a week or so. You can see where it's purple, and I've been using this really well. I like it, but it kind of tickles. When the bubbles kind of get going, it kind of tickles. And so you want to wash it off before 60 seconds because of the fact that these bubbles kind of tickle. But outside of that, I find that it does work. It is pricey, but it is what it say it is. It works. So I like that. Another product that I use is the Cold Plunge by xoxo. So basically, this is a mask. It's very pretty in color, as you can see right here. Very pretty, but I use this mask and you put it on for 15 minutes and then you apply cool water to kind of rinse it off. But it's the xoxo Cold Plunge Pore Mask to help with pores. I have issues with pores right through here, and so you can't really see. I have some texture right here, but I have issues with large pores. So this really helps with that as well. After I brush my teeth, I usually put on this Fresh Sugar Lip Caramel hydrating balm. And so while I am applying the rest of my makeup, I would have put this on. It is caramel in terms of the let's see if I can get it open here for you. So it's basically just a lip balm. The only bad thing about this is you have to put your fingers in it, so it's kind of not hygienic in that sense, but this is a brand new one. I have been through about 3 of these. Right now I'm using the coconut one, but I put this on directly after I brush my teeth so that when my lips are getting hydrated while I'm putting on the rest of my makeup, so that I can have hydrated lips before I apply whatever lip gloss I'm happening to be using or lipstick that I'm using that day. Next, we are going to go into primer. So primer, I like, in terms of higher end, I like this Too Faced Primed and Peachy primer. I happen to like primers that are I've used a lot of it, that are sticky. I know that may not make sense, but I really like the ones that are sticky. I just feel like your foundation sticks better to your skin with the ones that are sticky. Now, the trick to these, in my opinion, if you put these on and just kind of rub them in, they will roll up on you, kind of like bead up or roll up on you. So what I've learned to do is basically squeeze them out, take it and put it in my hand, and then press it on my face. So I press it on my face, and that way I don't have that beading action that happens when you put this on, like these kind of sticky ones. Or at least that's my experience with this one. And this one, and then the ones, there's the NYX one, Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. It kind of beads up on you as well. So this is the primer that I use when it comes to high end. Now we're going to move on to my next thing I typically do are my brows after I do all of that skincare. And my favorite is this Precisely My Brow Pencil. And I have it in the color 4.5. I happen to like this one better than the one that has that angled head. I just feel like I can get a better, more precise brow when it comes to this one versus the one that has that triangular shaped end. I like that one as well, but when I found this one, I've been using this one ever since. This one, I buy at least 2 or 3 of these every time I go. So if I'm going to, usually Ulta, I purchase these at Ulta, but I really, really love this one. When it comes to eyeshadow, I'm pretty much a neutral girl. I happen to like your basic colors. I'm not into a lot of those more vibrant colors. So the one I've been going to is the Modern Renaissance. This is, again, not something that came out in 2018, but it's something that I really, really liked. I use this one all the time. As you can see, I don't want to blind you with the mirror, but I put a dent in my transition color that I use, which is called Burnt Orange. And so it was one of my favorite, still is one of my favorite palettes to use from Anastasia. I used this one, and I also love the Nirvana that just came out with last year. That's my second one. But this other one right here, I wanted to kind of get into some color, and I didn't know exactly what I wanted to try, but this Huda Beauty. This is from the Topaz Obsessions collection, and these are the colors. And I did use this one, and I want to say that one in my eye today for this look, but I actually happen to really like this palette right here. I use this quite a bit. So I'm more of a warm, neutral kind of person when it comes to eyeshadow. As a nurse, I really don't have time to do a whole lot of makeup, so I want something that looks like I did something without actually having to look like I did something. So I really don't have time to do a lot of makeup when I'm headed to work as a nurse. All right, so we're gonna go into a concealer. Now, I don't conceal a whole lot. I just really don't have time on most days. But the one that I've been using that I really like is this Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation and concealer. And this is in the color Cream Caramel 21. Now I got supposedly matched at Ulta, and they said this was my color. Well, it's not. It's actually too light for me. So I went back and bought the ginger for actual foundation, but I use this one as my under eye concealer or highlighter, brightener, whatever you want to call it. So I don't conceal all over my face with it, but I do use this for like under eye brightening. And when I'm really doing more, you know, besides when I'm going to work, I use this one. All right, so now we're gonna go into foundations. So it just depends on the time of the year in which foundation I use. In the winter time, I happen to like this Laura Mercier Candle Glow Soft Luminous Foundation. And I am in the color Pecan. You can see where I've been using it. I do have this on today. I only wear this in the winter time. And the reason being is because it does have that soft luminous kind of glow to it. And if I wear it in the summertime and I'm oily and I'm sweating, I look like I have a grease ball on my face. So I really like this Laura Mercier Candlelit Glow Soft Luminous Foundation, but I do use it only in the winter time because I don't have to deal with so much of the oiliness and things like that. When it is a work day and I don't really have time to deal with trying to, you know, pump out some foundation or pour that out, I happen to love my Lancome Tint Adult Ultra Wear Makeup Stick. And in this brand from Lancome, I wear 460 Suede, which is warm. As you can see, I have literally used it up. I need to buy another one. This was my go-to when it comes to getting up in the morning and putting on foundation. It's so much easier to take a stick and just kind of wipe and put, not wipe, but, you know, kind of swipe and put it where you need to put it. And, you know, just kind of blend it all out. I love stick foundations for that reason. So when I'm going to work in the morning, I want to look like I'm somewhat put together, I use this. Well, I need another one, but this is one I use. In the summertime, I happen to have two that I really enjoy. And one of them is supposed to be more of a tint, like a skin tint, but it's by NARS and it's called the Velvet Matte Skin Tint Broad Spectrum SPF 30 with sunscreen. And it looks like this. And I'm in the color Seychelles, or medium dark too. Say Chilies, say something. I don't know. But I love this one. This one right here, I use this one really all year, but definitely in the summer, this is my go-to because I can wear this and wear it all day and not get oily fast. My other go-to, Estee Lauder Double Wear. Everybody swears by this Double Wear, and I do too. I have the color 5W2 Rich Caramel. It is one of my favorites. I use this, again, like I said, usually when I know I'm going somewhere. It just depends on where I'm going that day. If I'm going somewhere where I know I'm going to be out for maybe 2 or 3 hours, then I will put on, say, the Laura Mercier. If I'm going to be gone longer than that, where I know my makeup's going to potentially break through, or my oil, not makeup, but oil's going to break through, I will put on something like this. So it just depends on where I'm going and what kind of look or finish I want to have, and if we're doing pictures or not. So you know how that can be. All right, now we're going to move on to powders. So setting powders for me, my tried and true is this Patrick Starr MAC collection of the powder that he uses. And I love this powder. I actually bought it again in the holiday edition that he came out with, and for the holidays, Christmas edition, with the red packaging. I love this. I put this on pretty much, you probably can't see it. Not really. But I put this on pretty much every day under my eye. Now, I don't do like he does and put it all over his face, but I do put it under my eye. In certain spots where I know it's going to get really oily at, I use this. Now, if I'm going for more of a natural look that day, or if I really don't want to do a whole lot of makeup, then I use the Laura Mercier setting powder. And this is the Translucent Medium Deep loose setting powder. So I like the medium deep one. I don't usually use it's the darker one. Let's see if I can show it without spilling it. It's the problem with these kinds. It always kind of leaks out. So I use this, again, when I'm going to work and I really don't want to do a whole lot, but I want to look like I actually tried. But on a day-to-day makeup basis, then I use the Patrick Star. Let's move on to bronzers. There's only one that I actually use. I did buy the Anastasia bronzer, but I haven't found a color that's actually good enough where it looks like it actually is a bronzer versus just look like it matches my skin. But this one right here is by Becca, and it is called, I don't know how to say this. Is it Ipanema Sun? It's called Sunlit Bronzer Ipanema Sun. That's the color that it is. And again, this is my go-to. This is what I have on right now. I happen to love this bronzer. Next is the Laura Mercier. It is the translucent setting powder. I didn't put this with the other powders because this is the glow. So I don't use this all over my face. I use this only right here on the cheeks because I want a subtle glow. I really don't care for it to be like beaming. Not typically. I like a subtle glow. So I use this one really right through here, right down the bridge of my nose. Of course, on this side, I will use it over on the temples and a little bit on the forehead. But I really do enjoy this because it has that glow already in it, and you can, you know, lightly tap your brush. A little goes a long way. So you want to just tap it lightly and just kind of, you know, go in an upward motion. Believe it or not, I use the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Spray for her spraying for setting everything. This is in the scent of coconut. I happen to love it. I use this all the time. I just think it just really puts everything together and just kind of seals the deal. I really, really like this. I gotta get some more. After I do my spraying, I then go and get into the eyelashes. Or mascara. I don't wear lashes. I just honestly don't have time to do all that. I'm just more natural, so to speak, when it comes to things like that. So I don't do eyelashes, but I love my mascara. So even on a day in which I'm not really feeling a whole lot of makeup, I'm gonna at least put on some mascara, some lip gloss typically, and make sure my brows are looking put together, looking, you know, decent. So when it comes to mascara, what I've been reaching for in 2018 is the Lancome. It is called the Monsieur Big mascara by Lancome. I really enjoy that. And then I also use this MAC. Again, this is not a new MAC product, but it's the MAC Pro Beyond Twisted Lash. And I really enjoy this one because you see what that looks like. And these are great for your bottom lashes. So I really enjoy that one for that purpose. Now we're gonna go on to the lips. And because it is wintertime, I have like certain colors that I wear. I usually wear darker colors in the wintertime. But what I've always reaching for right now are 3 different ones that are higher end. Now, mind you, I typically on a day-to-day basis wear a lip gloss of some sort, always lip gloss, or I'll wear, and they're usually all drugstore, to be honest with you. I don't really wear a lot of high end unless I'm going somewhere, and typically I'm just going to work. So I don't have a need I don't wear makeup, really a lot of makeup to work. So I love Fenty Beauty. As you know, Rihanna come out with these shades. I have, this is Unveil. This is the brown one that she has. So I really, really like Unveil. And then the first one, the lip stunner that she come out with, which was Uncensored, which is this red. I love this red. I love how it dries down. So these 2 right here are 2 of my favorite go-to high-end lipsticks. One other one that I love is this Smashbox. It is called Misconduct. And this is the Always On liquid lipstick. And the color is Misconduct. And I really like this one. So I typically wear this time of the year these 3. I will do another video probably in the spring of some of the other shades that I love that are lighter, or what I used to wear in the more of a pinky kind of color that I wear, pinky nude, that I wear in the spring and summer. Last but not least, I wanted to show you a product that I use to take all the makeup off that's high end. So we talked about our face products, our skincare products. We did our primers, our foundations, our eye products, our setting powders, our bronzers, our mascara, lip products, and setting sprays. But when it's all said and done and you're ready to take your makeup off, what do we use? So for me, I happen to like the Clinique Take the Day Off cleansing balm. So basically, this is a balm, and you can kind of see where I put a little dent in it. This is a cleansing balm, and basically all you do is just take some of the balm, and it literally melts the makeup off. So all you have to do is just take some of this and just kind of rub it in on your face, and you will feel the makeup and see the makeup melting on your hands. And then after that, you can kind of wipe it off and then wash your face and things like that for after you take your makeup off. So I hope that you have enjoyed this video. It is something different than my typical nursing videos, but I happen to like to do beauty, lifestyle, as well as nursing, because it is my career, my profession, and I love it. But I love makeup and I love all things beauty. So you will see different things on this channel as well. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe if you are new. If you are old, thank you for coming back. Please hit that notification bell so that you will know when I upload again. And as always, take care.